Hello everyone, welcome to a Minecraft tutorial in version 1.15.3 on Minecraft farms. Very simple farms. These farms will work for wheat, beetroot, potatoes, and carrots. This is a multi-step system, starting with the first step of picking a proper location. The proper location for a farm is very important, as it determines how beautiful the farm will be, and how easy it is to access for the player. Step 2 is framing. This is just creating a frame for the dirt of the farm to go into. Step 2 is proper dirt management. Working with dirt, you can quite easily just get out of hand. You can, bad things can happen. It can get everywhere. Get on your hands, get on your feet, that sort of thing. Step 3 is water management. Water is, once again, another one of those things that can just get way out of hand if you don't handle it correctly. As you can see, if I just place down some water, it immediately starts spreading. It's very dangerous. Step 5 is proper hoeing technique. Hoe is a very dangerous tool. It's a very sharp object. If you do not handle a hoe with proper care, it can hurt you. It could hurt you. It could hurt animals. It could hurt anyone. It's a very dangerous thing. Step 6 is light sources. Your wheat, or beetroot, or carrots, or potatoes, or whatever you're growing, pumpkins, melons, they require a light source to grow, and therefore setting up your light sources is very important for making sure that your crops grow correctly. Step 7 is planting strategy. There are many different strategies that you can use to plant. There's the row by row, the diagonal across, the tic-tac-toe. There's many different ones. I'll be showing you a couple of those today. Step 8 is beautification. Wheat and other things like that. Specifically, wheat and carrots, in my experience, they respond very well to a very beautiful environment. They grow better. They grow more tasty, more beautiful, Instagram-worthy even. They're very nice. Step 8.5 is proper boning. Now, bone meal is a very important tool because it can grow grass. It can grow anything, really. The Minecraft developers decided to make this incredibly overpowered thing that allows you to just grow anything, anytime you want. But again, with other things, it can very quickly get out of hand. See, if I bone too much, it creates this field of grass, which is very hard to cut down. Incredibly unruly. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even done that. On to our next step, our final step, is harvest. Now, once again, as with planting strategy, there are many harvesting techniques. Many of them follow in the same vein as the planting techniques. You've got the row by row, the diagonal, the tic-tac-toe, the chessboard, the Shreeman Emperor. There's a lot of different ones. But I suppose we can just jump right into it, starting with step 0, location. I've already chosen a very serene location here. There's a lot of different animals. We're very close to a outpost here. This is where you can trade your goods with the villagers for egregious prices. They're very stingy, which makes sense considering their location. They've got the only town in a couple miles. But I chose right here. It's just far enough away from the villagers that they're not going to get upset with what I'm doing here. And I can just sort of claim this plot of land as my own. On to step 1 is framing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a wooden frame. I'm choosing to use jungle wood here. And what we're going to do is create an 11 by 11 frame of whatever material of your choosing, so long as it is a solid block. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll just finish off this last row here. Now, framing is one of the easiest parts of farm creation because it requires very little skill, unlike our next step here, using the dirt. On to step 2, dirt management. Now, dirt is a very, as I've said before, very messy ingredient. It can get out of hand very easily. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fill the frame here with dirt. Try not to accidentally, oh, there we go, place it anywhere that it's not supposed to go. And we're going to place dirt everywhere in the frame except for one singular block. Oh, look at there it goes. I'm an expert in the field, and even I am struggling to keep this dirt contained. So we have a very quickly filling with grass. This is not a problem, as you might think it is. So, we have left one hole in the dirt. This hole is 4 blocks in on both sides, or 4 blocks in from both sides, I should say, and is located exactly in the center of our farm. On to step 3, which is water management. Now, in other projects, water may get very unruly. This is a very simple project. So water, it won't tend to get out of hand, but if you do miss, such as this, it'll just go right in. This is a very beginner-friendly project in terms of water. If you miss egregiously, such as this, you may get a small little water problem, but it generally shouldn't be anything to be worried about. So we're going to carefully place our water directly into the dirt, right in the center there. And here we have the basic framing of a farm. Step 5 is proper hoeing technique. There are a lot of different techniques to hoeing. I'm going to be showing you 3 today. There's the diagonal, which is where you move from a corner of the farm and just hoe across like this. There's the row by row, in which you walk across and turn around when you've reached the end. And there is my favorite, which is the checkerboard technique. This is a very high skill technique in which the user aims their hoe to create a very nice checkerboard pattern and then immediately eliminates that pattern. On to our step 6, which is light sources. Now, normally I like to plan out my light sources, however, I don't exactly have time for that right now, so I'm just going to line the entire edge of our farm with torches. Create a very nice, sort of even look here, kind of like medieval bonfire. There we go. Alright, on to our next step, which is planting strategy. Planting strategy goes very much in the same way as hoeing strategy, as I said before. There's the corner, which is very nice. There's the chessboard, which is where you fill in both sides, and then you can treat your seeds as though they were chess pieces. So I'm going to move my pawn 2 spaces forward. Move to the other side, I can move my other pawn 2 more spaces forward. Oh, and look at that. I've captured one of my own units. Now this is a very fun game to play, however, I don't really have time for it now, so I'm just going to fill in the rest using miscellaneous planting technique. I prefer the side strafing technique. It doesn't require you to turn around or to do any sort of fancy humabalub. You can just sort of walk back and forth. It's very nice, very calming. Step 8 is beautification. Now, some people like to use glass or stone slabs, even pieces of rare materials from other dimensions. I'm very simple. I just like using some simple mobs. You know, my favorite mob in the game, the mushroom, adds a very nice bit of ambiance to the farm here. Just add a couple of those, not too many, as they can sort of get in the way if you add a lot. But you know, it's just they're a very nice mob. And on to step 8.5, which is proper boning technique. Bone meal is a very, as I've told you before, a very powerful thing added by the developers. And if you want to use bone meal, you should do so carefully, but if you are, you just need to right-click your wheat or your potato or carrot or beetroot, and just do it until it no longer goes on there, and then you can harvest it as you wish. Step 9, which is harvest, is the simplest step of all. All you need to do is just, if you bone meal it up, you can just break it with your fist. I am in creative mode, so nothing drops here. But you can just break it with your fist. Or if you've waited, then you can just spam your hand across. However, a very new technique, which was added just a couple patches ago, is the ability to use water buckets to clear your farm. Now, do be forewarned that this will do 2 things. This will break any torches that you have down, and it will break a large amount of seeds that you may have in the farm. Other than that, I think that goes over all the steps for our basic farming techniques. This is Trevin, and thank you for watching.